anything in this world, you must speak up on it.
All right, welcome to Speak Up on It, the voice for the people. We'll be back after short intermission.
In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it.
Oh, that your virgin in Versace, she don't want it. She like it hot just like a coffee in the morning. And if you want it, then you gotta speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it. 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 Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you gotta speak up.
There we are, man. We back. Wild or Not Wednesdays, man. How y'all fellas doing today?
All good, brother. All good. We ain't doing as good as Austin Reeves, but we doing good.
Man, I talk about Austin Reeves, bro. Man, hey, look here. Hey, you just wake up and your life just be just different sometimes. Huh?
Troy got the story on him. Tell him when it happened.
So they said he was on a golf course when he found out, and they said he hit the ground. Said he hit the ground. Said he was happy and relieved.
What I
And
want
then
to
the
know is,
marshal came over and said, "Get your ass up off the grass and fucking hit the ball."
Hit the fucking ball. Keep it
yeah,
moving.
what I want to know is, he like, I'm gone, y'all. Shit. I ain't
Right,
doing
right,
all
right,
that
right.
shit.
The golf day is over, and I'm about to finish. Yeah,
You
I,
know,
my nerves is bad. I got to go sign this thing right now. I'm gone.
real talk, man. Shit.
And so to say this about Austin Reeves staying with the Lakers, don't really have a problem with it, but it's time for him to step his game up, not only in the regular season, but in the playoffs, because he's kind of disappeared the last couple of years in the playoffs. We need him to step his shit up. So he
Uh,
gave you a lot of
he,
money.
he was hurt this year though, wasn't
I stay healthy, yeah, and that's part of it. That's all part of it. Injuries are part of the game, but you know, uh, I keep saying about all these players. Uh, LeBron's trainer should be a very very rich man by now. The dude that he pays $1 million a year to, he should be a very rich man or should have a very big business by now. He has proved to everyone that his techniques work. And I would be on the phone with his folks real quick, you know,
he? Mm-hmm.
real quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
What's up, run to that?
yeah, yeah. 4 years, 4 years, 144 or whatever.
With the 185.
185, 185. My bad, my bad.
You said 4 years, 185.
185, yeah.
Yeah, let me see it real quick.
So
Hold
four
on.
and four, 4 times. So 40 some. What's that? 40 some million.
Close to 45 a year. Yeah,
A lot of money.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
A lot of money.
Hey man, hey, some of us can just dream and hope to dream about some shit like that.
The
Man,
dreamer.
man.
The
You know what I'm
dreamer.
saying? And then you get that
Yeah.
shit just to play a sport. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Run up and down
What
the
y'all think?
court.
What y'all think about? They say um, that sports and things like that are used to pacify people to keep them occupied from learning what the real truths are in the world.
You know what? Miss me with that shit. Sports has been going on since the fucking early 1900s.
Hmm.
Was that were the founding fathers? Is that what they were doing? Making people play sports to have people. You know, sometimes a sporting event will take your mind off of shit that's going on bad in the world. You need that though sometimes. But to say that it's intentional, I don't know if that's something that this new millennial group is saying. What do they call them? Gen Z,
Yeah.
Gen Z out. You know, them motherfuckers. They a conspiracy theory. Everything is a conspiracy theory to them. So I don't filter anybody under 40, 35. I ain't listening to that bullshit.
So I just did a I just
Bullshit. shit.
You ain't lying. I'm dreaming. Yeah, I'm
I just did
dreaming.
a little math. I just did a little math. He will be making $548,000 per game.
Damn.
That's divided by 82, and you know he ain't playing all 82. But I'm just saying,
Yeah, man. But
five,
yeah,
five, 548 every time you step on the court, player.
What about 97% of the people that work in the United States ain't gonna make that in their lifetime?
Ain't gonna make that in a lifetime.
hey, one can only hope and dream. That's all I can tell you.
Man,
The
man.
dreamer, the dreamer.
Yeah, like we say, we just born in the wrong era.
So me and D-Mac talked last night,
Uh-huh.
um, because the Boston Celtics just seem to be hell bent
Yeah.
on getting rid of Jalen Brown, and thinking what's the boy's name? The other boy,
Jason Tatum.
Jason. To them, Jason Tatum is the man above all men, and so we need to get him more shots. So we got to get rid of Jalen Brown now. And we've always said this before. Nobody wants to help the Lakers. Okay, I get it. Nobody helps the Yankees. Nobody wants to help the Dodgers any damn more.
That's right.
So, but this is to Rob Palinka. Get your punk ass on the phone or take your ass right now on the red eye to Boston and make the deal. Make the fucking deal.
Go get him.
Go get Jalen Brown. If they really because and like I said, we talked about this last night. D-Mac said ain't nobody gonna help him out. I get it. Jerry West made them kind of deals.
But Brown, he a guard, right?
He's about a 6'6", about the same height as everybody else
Yeah,
in the
they
damn
all
league.
swing,
Yeah,
man.
shit, they all swing.
They all 2 threes. But hey, when you talking about forget position when the best players available, you know. You go get the best players available.
But goddamn Celtics ain't gonna help the Lakers out.
That's what I was telling
and
Troy.
and,
It
and
ain't
I
gonna
and
happen.
I get it, but
Ain't gonna happen.
somehow the Lakers cannot let him go to a team like Denver or to a team like Golden State or to OKC
They can't stop
or
it.
San Antonio. They have to. Palinka's got to take his ass there. If he got to get on his goddamn knees and go up under the desk and do some bobbing and weaving, whatever it takes, he got to make that deal.
I don't tell you right now, they ain't gonna never have, they ain't, especially no talent like that. They ain't for sure ain't
No.
gonna do no shit like that.
Because that's a top 10. That's a top 10 NBA player.
Absolutely.
And
Who
and
was it
again, I
that
don't want
who was that he got into? We got into it with Stephen A. Smith, huh?
Probably.
You wanna
probably.
know who he got?
It-
He was having an issue with Stephen A. Smith about something. Something that
Yes.
happened in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
he was
you know
complaining
what?
about. He was complaining about not getting the foul calls. That's what that was.
Yes. Yeah.
and he kind of, I guess he pissed off. I think he pissed off more media than people because he came out on his podcast and said he had more fun playing basketball this year than any other year, which some took as a slight to Jason Tatum being hurt most of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And so he made that comment, and they took it and ran with it that way. So whatever. If Boston want to trade him, I don't give a fuck if we make a 3-way deal with a 10-way deal. We got to have that kid on our team. Cannot let him go to any of the
How
other
could you even?
contenders.
But how could you even afford him when you just pay Reeves all that and you got Luca? You got
Reeves has
still
had
got you still got
because
LeBron.
Reeves has to be part of the deal. Has to be one
Yeah.
of the pieces in that trade.
He should. Yeah. If we was going to go after him, it was going.
Before.
Reeves was going to have to be in that deal, and now it's not going to happen. But to me, it was never going to happen either.
Right.
Anyway, so
I would have traded Reeves, Rui, and 2 first-round draft picks. Hell, I would have gave him 3
I would love to
the next
see,
3 years for Jalen Brown.
I would love to do, and we could do some research on it. I would love to see how many trades Boston and the Lakers have actually had with one another.
I can't think of one.
I can't think of one. Not one of importance.
No, I'm serious.
I can't think of one. Period.
Well, I don't know if these guys came in on trades. If you go back to the 70s, we had Sidney Wicks. They had him first, then we had him. So I don't know if it was via trade. I think Cassie Russell for a 1 minute play with Boston
Yeah.
and the Lakers. So I don't know how that all went down. And yeah, I get it.
It ain't been
but,
nothing. It ain't nothing. Been nothing since
Right.
the rivalry really kicked in the '80s.
Right.
They're not even picking up the phone. They're not picking up the phone, and we're not either.
And that's why Palinka need to have his ass in front of their office, like I said, with some knee pads. And he need to do some convincing to make that trade happen.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Good luck with that. So Randall's gone off to who now?
Keith Sweat? Yeah, Keith Sweat is gone to New
Brooklyn
Jersey.
Nets. Brooklyn Nets.
Brook. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Where careers go to
Where
die.
careers go to die.
Okay.
Let's face that.
So this is the funny story about JR. First of all, he is overrated to himself. He thinks he's a 1. Sometimes he thinks he's a 2. He really is a 4 on the team. And what I mean by that, the option. He's not a 1 option. He's not a 2 option. And people can say, "Oh, well, he scores points." Watch the whole game and watch his whole game in full. Don't just talk about the production. Watch his point production. Watch the whole game. So the Knicks get rid of him. They get Cat. Now the thing, and when Cat was in Minnesota, when Alex Rodriguez bought in ownership, and I guess a reporter asked Cat about it, and he said, "I don't even know who Alex Rodriguez is." And what happened not too soon after that, Cat's in New York, and then Randall comes here.
Yeah.
So you trade him, and then New York wins a goddamn championship. So everybody in the front office is pissed off.
Oh, you already know.
That's why you don't make deals based on your ego.
Right.
I don't give a damn if he didn't know who the owner was. Maybe he just wasn't thinking the baseball Alex Rodriguez was going to be a basketball owner, for all we know.
Maybe he just don't know basketball. I mean, baseball.
Maybe he don't.
Some people don't. Black folks don't watch baseball. Not a lot.
And and do a little research. Let's look and see how old Cat was when A-Rod retired.
Right.
Hell, he don't know.
Cat ain't but about 26, 27 himself. He's still
That's
a baby.
what I'm saying. So
Cat.
Cat,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Carl Anthony Town. So maybe he just don't know who that man is. Hey,
Yeah, well.
everybody don't know you.
That's true.
And I ain't calling them Brooklyn, goddamn it. They gonna be the New Jersey Nets until they win some shit. It's like the Washington Wizards. They're the Washington Bullets. Goddamn it. I'm not changing names. The Washington Commanders are still the Washington Redskins. You don't get to change your name until you win some shit. So
Now Brooklyn is just like Compton.
Brooklyn is
like
just like Compton. And now you know.
Hey, so
Now
what
you-
y'all think about these rumors about Shador being traded? Think there's any validity to that, or they just out here? Some of the media. in
Well, like I
Cleveland-
said the other
Cleveland
day,
is just throwing smoke.
if they're just throwing smoke just to see a what if, I think it's kind of fucked up because this kid is out there busting his ass to try to get the starting position, and all the shit he went through last year. Now you want to entertain trade thoughts? I just think you fucking with his head more. You still fucking with his head, and you're playing head games. But it's Cleveland, right? We've said this. It's Cleveland. So I have no idea what the fuck Cleveland's doing.
I'm not getting no credence to that bullshit. I just think one of the Cleveland media person, I think it was Rizzo, on his show, they talked about he heard rumors about they're listening to offers of Shador being traded and all this other stuff. I'm like, and if you trading for who and where he gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Who
And
needs-
that's the thing. That's the thing. Anybody is subject to the trade,
Right.
depending on who we trying to get.
Right. What's
So-
up, Jay James?
I don't put it past anyone. I don't put it
Yeah,
past.
I'm just saying, what team is looking for a quarterback? They look like they all got theirs though.
Right.
Well, remember what we talked about yesterday? The shit with Geno Smith. They paid him a lot of
Yeah,
money.
but
Shador
Cleveland-
now is
Cleveland ain't gonna want no Geno.
no. Well, I mean, if
It ain't got to be for him.
they can drop him, they shit guaranteed, right? Nothing's guaranteed. So Geno Smith can be cut.
He got some guaranteed money, I'm
So
sure.
right, but yeah, but it ain't enough to where you would as much money as these owners make. It ain't enough to where you. All right, well,
I don't know.
because Shador is cheap right now. Shador is cheap on anybody's team for the next what 3 more years.
2 years.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So-
because- yeah, he only made what 270,000 last year. I think he's standing
Yeah.
at
Yeah, his rookie salary ain't
four
high.
something,
So.
490 this year or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, shit, all this money is made on incentive based anyway. Jersey sales and endorsements
Right.
and shit like
Everything
that.
else that go with that.
Yeah,
And can you
so
just imagine him in a New York market? That shit would double. It would
ain't no,
double.
ain't no question, but they should have drafted him when they had the chance. Shit,
They should have
you
drafted him when they had the chance.
know, I mean,
But but
you knew
again, and it
you
goes
knew you
back.
needed a quarterback. You knew you needed a
Right.
quarterback. Shit, I'm surprised that they went after Gino though. You know, like
Yeah.
he was already there. It didn't work well the first time he was there. If I was Gino, I'd
He
be
did
like, man,
not.
this is where quarterbacks come to die. You know what I'm saying?
So they come to die.
Oh, they could. Oh man,
But
the
shit,
Jets.
so is Cleveland. They're in Cleveland.
Yeah,
They
the damn Jets, man. Oh my god, that was just-
yeah, their organization, they all seem a little cursed to me. Some ain't quite right.
So okay, I'm gonna ask you two guys this: how fucking awful is it that you bring in a defensive minded head coach and you don't get one interception the whole damn year? How does that happen?
I got nothing.
And,
for
and
that.
Aaron Glenn played DB,
he
right?
played corner. He one of the top corners to ever play in a Jets uniform,
Sheesh.
and was a baller, straight up. I mean,
Phew.
but just because that same thing with Deion Sanders. Just cause you coach, just cause you play well and you the coach, don't mean your ball players are gonna be like you.
Right.
Hey,
So
I was gonna do a show like that. I'm glad you said that. You made me think about something I was thinking about. I meant to do that, but shit, that's wild on our Wednesday. We can wild out on something. So look, but how fucked up is this though? I mean, these kids, like me and Tim kind of touched on this yesterday a little bit, where we talked about how Dion had a season where he was sick. He battled cancer. He had blood clots in his leg. I think in the middle of the week, he went
Right.
and had surgery, and the next day he was right back at practice after they
Yeah.
had to cut on his leg and shit like that. How do you feel if you sit up here, you go all out for your players, but your players don't go all out for you? You know what I'm
Real
saying? I mean,
simple.
that's like some
I,
shit.
I, I knew that. I knew that's where you was going
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
And what we have to come to the realization of is that, and we talk about it all the time. Players' mentality is different, way different now than it was then. They don't appreciate that level of commitment from anyone, right?
I mean, but damn, like that's what football is supposed to be all about more than any other sport. The camaraderie and the fact that you wanna, you're gonna go all out for this coach. You know what I'm saying? Or the
Go
coach.
all out for your
If
brothers.
you got a
You go
coach
all-
like that that's riding hard for you like that, and then y'all turn around and give him a 3-9 season, and then you motherfuckers, and then you who's supposed to have been somewhat a leader like the Jordan Seatons, the Marion Millers, the Draylon Miller, these motherfuckers packed up and went and left. You know what I'm saying? And they was there, you know what I mean, starting as freshmen. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I'm saying?
Bro.
I mean,
It's
and
no,
I'm like, there's some chicken shit. I'm like, damn,
There's
man,
no-
he doing shit for him to try to get
There's
him,
no
whatever
loyalty
he
to
can get
it.
for him.
there's
Yeah,
no
no goddamn-
loyalty to
ain't
it,
no more
and
loyalty
there's
to this
no they don't see his sacrifice as being for them. They
And
see his
who the
sacrifice.
fuck was he doing it
in-
for then? Shit.
They think he's doing it for himself.
Right. Well, like
Because
like,
Deion
like,
get-
wait a minute, hold on. Like he really need to be out there coaching and shit with all this shit. He don't need to be doing the shit that he doing.
He
could have been
don't.
sitting on at prime at what they call his what do you call his ranch, prime ranch? Shit, fishing,
Yeah.
and riding goddamn side by sides and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? With
Finger banging Karuchi Tran.
With Karuchi chain on his side.
Yeah,
Shit, I mean,
yeah.
damn, he ain't got to be doing this shit.
He
You know, but
don't.
I'm
He
just saying,
don't, bro.
yeah. And then what was they we talking about for days that, I mean, for many years. Oh, soon as Shador and Travis gone, he gonna be gone. You
And
know,
he didn't.
and
He's
he
still
didn't.
there.
Yeah, yeah, and he, like I said, he stood down eight toes down for him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he did have a
But
little funny little segment I saw on one of their little social media. You know, they got the little prosthetic uh, feet. You can stick your feet in there. I don't know what it's supposed to do, right?
right, right,
But
right,
I don't know
right.
if it helped with your balance or what. Maybe I don't know how it worked. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you stick your foot in like a it's like a glove for your foot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you put it on, put the shoe on top of it. But they didn't have no black feet. They was all white feet. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Well, I guess you put your socks on over it, so you ain't gonna know. You know what
It
I mean?
ain't gonna matter.
I guess that's how it worked. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, 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 Dion got enough money. His foot gonna be black when they do it.
It's racism in the
they
prosthetic
got
If
world.
the
they if they
they got
do
the
it for him,
dye
it's gonna be a black foot player.
they got to dye the goddamn toes. You know what I'm saying? On the
Man, you
prosthetic.
gonna have to make this a whole. I wanted dark skin, brother.
Oh man, I said, man, this shit is crazy. I said, boy, only in America. Shit, they do some crazy shit like that. That's funny.
Only in
But
America.
yeah, no, but I was just saying, I was just thinking about that, and I was gonna do a thing where I was gonna put up all these cats and what they got, what they took to leave, especially when they was talking about, oh, if you want to come to Colorado, be a dog and all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And then and here's the cold thing about it, like even with like Seek motherfucking ass, his cousin is on the team now. He recruited his cousin to come to the team. His cousin
And then
come to
he
the team,
left.
and then he leave. Now what kind
And
of
then he
shit is
left
that?
me.
I said
But
this.
with the NIL deals and all that, it's killed the loyalty again. Is and so if Colorado might have been, I'm just gonna throw this number out. It's a small number, but if they giving somebody only 50,000 and Texas Tech give you 75,000,
Hmm.
Dang.
you're out.
I mean, I get it, but when you're gonna be uh, you projected to go in the first round the next year anyway.
and
Shit, I
and,
mean,
and, and that's part of the rule change that I feel needs to be made. If you are a starter, if you are a starter on that squad at the end of the season, you should not be eligible to transfer.
real talk. I like that for real.
You
Especially
shouldn't
if
be
you
eligible.
and you starting as freshman. You've been starting for the last
Yeah,
two
yeah.
years.
No. Yeah,
Come
you
on,
can't
man.
go.
No,
So you
yeah.
heard when you talk about that, have you heard what some of the new one of the new
The
rules?
biggest new rule, yeah.
The 5 years,
The
so
no red
no
shirts.
red shirts. They're
Okay,
giving
what
you.
if I thought they talked about some age limitation on some shit too, didn't
So no, it's all about when the clock starts. Okay, so the rule is now they get 5 years to play. Period.
Period.
Okay, they ain't granting no medical red shirts. They not granting none of this stuff. There's a couple of circumstances where you can possibly get a red shirt, but they're gonna put you through hell to get it. Okay, but so it's 5 years to play. So kids are gonna get to play. They'll be there for 5 years. You can play all 5 years or whatever, but you're only gonna play 5 years, um, and your clock starts either
As soon as you ink the deal.
yeah, either when you step on campus or 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 at age 19.
I heard something about age 19. Yeah.
It's age 19. So if you haven't stepped on a campus and see that age 19 thing is for all them holdbacks. So your clock is gonna start at 19 regardless. So
So what about a cat like Julian Lewis who's been there since he was 17? When his clock start?
the day he stepped on campus.
Oh, they said okay.
Yeah, so if you're below 19, it's the day you step on campus, your clock starts, or at, or if you're, if you're 19 and you've been holding back to do whatever, your clock starts when you hit 19. So you best, at age 19, you best be headed somewhere.
Answer that one, D Mac, because that's an interesting when they do their sabbaticals or whatever you fuck they call that shit.
Yeah,
What do you
see,
call it?
that was part of the rules. That was see that those were the exceptions. The BYU's that go on the missions and
Retreat,
stuff.
yeah.
Though it's like three different scenarios, and that's one of them. Where the clock is different, but that's it.
So all the colleges are gonna go Mormon now.
All of these, all of the, but all of the, these they ain't granting no medical red shirts. If you blow your knee out and you can't play that next year, tough titties.
So titties. And if you blow it out
That-
your senior year, gotta
That's-
go to Lowe's.
and I'm not saying that's a great rule. I don't think I really don't think it's a great rule, but it's going to cut some movement out. I think a little bit of the movement out, and people ain't gonna get to do this part time and BSing around until they get to where they want to be, and all of that stuff. So, yeah, it's going.
So I guess that's the pushback for these cats making all that money. It's like you ain't gonna just be making all this money all these years in college.
Right. You're not gonna be a 7
Yeah,
year
lifetime
college
college player
player,
and shit.
and you've been making NIL money since you were 17. Nope. You got 5 years, and it's a no red shirt thing. So they giving them a year to stay longer if they want to, you know.
Oh, so
And-
you can play 5 years, 5 straight years.
yes,
And that's it. And
Yeah.
you're done after that.
it's not a 5 to play 4. It's not you got 5 years to play 4. You got 5 years to play. And so it's gonna cut out the red shirting. But I think what they've also come to the understanding of is that the reality is it takes you 5 years to graduate. You know.
ain't lying.
Can you get it done in 4? Absolutely. But it's a grind. You got to figure for a college football player, the first semester that you're in college
Ain't no
and,
time
and
to do.
starting classes, you on the football field. Your
Ain't no
first
time-
semester.
Yeah, it ain't
So,
no time in the day, bro.
That's a tough ass transition in itself. You know what I'm saying? But it also cuts into, and I'm interested to see how that plays too, because it's also cutting into guys going to school early, leaving high school after that first semester of their senior year. As soon as they step on campus, the clock starts.
Clock starts.
You still got 5 years to play, but your clock starts. You know, so you don't get to go there in January and maybe red shirt that year and do all of that. Hey, the incentive is to get your ass on the field right now.
And also the other hot topic in the news, Sornsby. What about the what the NFL say about him?
Supplemental, what they say to him, I don't really.
Well, the NFL pretty much said, no, we're not going to do it. They haven't done one of those in quite some time. They said they have not read up enough on his case to even think about granting that to him. The problem, and I applaud them for that, because to me, he don't deserve it any damn way.
Well,
But the issue I have is they made mention of him entering next year's NFL draft. And so you didn't totally rule him out. But this man gambled on football. And
so they ain't saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, but it should be a lifetime ban period. They should have never threw out there anything about next year. If you want to play football, you go to Canada. And that's it.
So my thing with the supplemental draft is simple. okay, I don't. Them not granting a supplemental draft, I I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't care. Just because he entered a supplemental draft, don't mean nobody got to pick him up. That's up to the 32 teams that's sitting there.
True that.
They ain't nobody got it. We know we can do some research and look back. It's been some dudes that said, "Forget it, I'm gonna go into a supplemental draft," and still didn't get
Let me
drafted.
see if I can look that up.
So, just because he wants to go into a supplemental draft, don't mean he gonna get drafted.
What want to talk about the cats that's going to the G League? How they can come back?
Right, but you know what? His situation is just bad. He made a bad decision. He got caught in that bad decision, and now he has to suffer the consequences of that bad decision. He may never, we may never see him on a football field again, and it would be rightfully so of the people who are in it, it would be rightfully so for the NFL owners to say, you know what, I don't want that kid on my team. They did it to Shador and he didn't do nothing wrong.
Right.
Oh man, ain't no question about that.
So it says 46 players have been selected in the NFL supplemental draft since the inception back in 1977. And
Yeah, Rontel, that I don't understand that. We talked about that at a certain point about these G League players going back to play in college and stuff as well, and I don't quite understand that either. I my understanding is when you a pro, you a pro. You shouldn't be able to go backwards. This isn't, it, it it just don't go that way. I don't understand that part. But yeah, I feel you.
the last person was Jalen Thompson, who was taken by the Arizona Cardinals in the fifth round of the 2019. That was the last person.
Last time they happened
So
with the supplemental draft.
yeah. So,
Okay.
but again, I I wouldn't even have thrown it out there. Like you made the comment that they should have did it to see. It should no. You don't get the opportunity. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't get the opportunity. And is there even enough film on this guy? Is this guy? Is this Manning? Is this a Manning? You know what I'm saying? Is this guy all of that to be messing around in the
Well,
third or
he
fourth
never even
round?
stepped foot on that Texas Tech field, so I don't know why.
Right,
He
right.
played at Cincinnati. I mean,
That's Cincinnati.
I guess he did
He
okay.
played.
Shit, you know
He
what I mean?
played. He played
He-
well. He played well at Cincinnati. Um, he led a good football team there. Um, but again, dude, when do you say, okay, son, you violated your NCAA contract and you can't play in the NCAA no more, and we're done with you. NCAA, we're done with you, and now you got to go try your luck
In Canada.
in wherever wherever your pro career goes. So they can't stop him from entering the draft unless the NFL bans him from football.
Right.
And the NFL's not
They
going
have
to
to.
do
Yeah, they're
that
not
because
doing
they don't have to. All they got to do is not draft him.
For real though.
Hey,
That's
but
it, basically.
don't think that there's not 1 to 5 teams out there that think. We just said the Jets don't have a quarterback. Cleveland, we all know how schizo their asses are. Somebody cheaply, because he's gonna come cheap,
So
will entertain the thought of putting him on the practice field.
hey, and if they want to, I'm going to let them. Let y'all go ahead and pick that up. But again, the NFL doesn't have to set a precedence right here. They don't. All they got to do is not draft him. They can't. They don't have to put a ban on a kid that ain't in their league.
True that.
I think he should have a band next to his name. I don't even
They
I
can
don't
just blackball him like they do everybody else. and not say nothing.
That's real talk. They can shit. All right, man. Look here, we're going pushing up on that time. D-Mac, what you got for him today?
All right. 30 minutes go by quick when we're
Right,
talking
quick,
good stuff.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
So here was my thought of the day. It came to me a little bit earlier, and I think I was watching TV on something, and you know. So here's my thought of the day. You can't be a boss if you don't know how to lead.
Ain't that the truth? Shit.
Everybody want to be a boss.
Kid don't know how to lead.
Can't be a boss if you don't know how to lead.
Speak up on the voice for the people. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. We up out of here.
You also can't be a boss if you ain't got no damn job.